your life. Maybe my first live stream on my podcast. And I hope we can hear it from the microphone and let's just get into it. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Sandro.
This is Julia, my friend. Very talented artist. Known each other for a while. We maybe get into this in a little bit or not. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking
No,
questions.
definitely. So you already know how this goes. I bring you the question from my last interviewee, which was also an artist, a sound artist. Dada is his name. And it's a little bit of a special question, so I'll just let you answer it while I roll a cigarette in the meantime.
Okay.
So the question is, have you ever had, I'm glad you're sitting, a penis in your mouth?
No, really, that's the question. Come on.
Yeah, just
I don't know how to answer that question. I don't even know
what a penis
it's
looks like.
possible. No, how is it even possible? Like, who would answer for that question? I don't know.
Well, you're answering right now.
No, I don't know how to answer.
Even though when you
I-
refuse, well,
I
that's
don't
an
know how
answer.
to answer.
That is an answer to a question. To that
I
question.
really don't know how to answer that question. Okay, next one.
Well, let's just ride.
Let's keep it next question.
No, let's ride along this
No,
question a
no,
little
no,
bit.
no. Let's keep it.
No?
Let's
All right, we'll
let's
keep
let's,
going then.
let's keep going.
So, why don't you introduce yourself quickly to the audience? Just,
I'm very bad with introducing myself.
let's say,
What should I say?
I mean, where you from, where you live, and what's your favorite thing to do in the
I
daytime?
live in New York in Bushwick. I'm from Russia.
Mhm. When did you come to New York?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Years ago.
Years ago. I wouldn't say exact.
Do you think there is a fun fact about you? Like, if I would have to, do you know what I mean? Like some fun fact you want to tell about you?
Some fun fact about me?
Fun fact.
I actually don't know any fun facts about me. I think that someone else have to tell about me because I cannot say nothing.
Okay.
Like,
Or maybe let's say the most embarrassing thing that you remember that happened to you
um,
that you're willing to share.
most embarrassing thing. I mean, I don't know, like situation in the subway.
Situation in summer.
Yeah, it just
What happened?
someone was sitting around and just you know throw something like around, and I was like embarrassed.
Oh, you were embarrassed for them.
Yeah, for them, and I was kind of like was maybe uncomfortable
Was
situation.
it a friend of yours?
No, just some stranger was
Just
sitting
somebody
around and
next
just
to you?
like yeah,
Oh, messed up the whole ride for everybody,
Yeah.
right?
for me because he was around me. So
Oh no. Did you get spoiled? Like some drinks or food on your throne?
no, he was just like in the middle of nowhere, just showing something, something like from the back, and I was scared kind of like
That happened
but it's New
lately?
York, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That happened just
something
lately or a long time
like
ago?
maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe I can contribute to get an embarrassing moment for the future for you. Not in
Yeah.
this, not right now in this talk. So let's see. If you could ask anybody anything, who would be the person and what would you want to ask that person?
Who would be the person, and what I would ask? I would actually would ask many questions. Um, and
You
it's
know
not,
a
it's not
person you would like to ask a question or to talk to?
like it's many people I would love to ask questions. It's not one person.
Not one.
But now, particularly, I would ask one question, like from one person, like why this person is disappeared from my life, but it just doesn't matter.
Oh, so you want to ask somebody that probably a boyfriend you had out assume at this point?
No, it's just a
And
person I knew. I would ask why this person is disappearing, but it's
disappeared from you, or think the person
Just
disappeared out
disappeared.
of bad, like
No, no,
something
disappear
happened?
from me. Like
Oh, wow.
just stop existing. You know, like
What do you think the answer would be?
I don't know. Like I've answer. I don't know the answer. That's why I would ask
Right.
a question.
But you would maybe have.
No, I kind of
idea.
understand. I understand. I'm kind of.
So you have an idea of.
I have an
answer.
idea. Yeah.
What would that be?
No, I have an idea and I have like maybe exact actually answer, but it's still.
What would that be?
Huh?
Can you let the cat out of the bag? What is this answer that you have in mind?
What's the answer?
Potentially, yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know. It's like I wouldn't like actually I don't know. If I would say it probably would be
You
like
try to dodge a bullet here, but
no.
trying a little longer,
No.
trying to get that out of
No,
you.
no, no, no. It's
Would
just
would be a great introduction because it would show something that you about your character that you think about yourself.
no. I think I just I make the person maybe felt I feel like bad and just uncomfortable or I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, maybe I didn't. Who knows?
Exactly, yeah.
It just mystery, maybe it's just a mystery for me, but I cannot recognize
But how do you feel about that? What makes that?
no, I had
makes you feel
lately
that?
last 2 weeks I was a little bit in depression.
Sad?
I felt sad and a little bit like just confused, but it's like
Reflective.
I know that it's a time when like everything takes time and 2 weeks I would be fine.
So it's kind of a loss for you, let's say, right? Because
No, it's very hard for me to lose people. That's maybe the thing is like I cannot I get addicted to some type of people and it's very hard for me to just let them go forever and just make me feel like I'm losing something.
on the other hand, have you ever left people like, and they would think the same? Like,
Yeah, I had this this situation and it was like but for me like
I mean, have you disappeared from somebody's life
Yeah.
without giving them any?
no, but I
answer?
disappeared, but I always explain.
Oh,
And I feel like I had that like a type of like even if I feel I hate the person, I still explain why and like I explain all things and like I like to be honest and
right.
not just leave and without words and
Right.
without like nothing.
Leave it open
It's
like
not
that.
my thing, guys. I like to explain things.
So you like to have rational explanations to anything in all reality, right? So to speak.
Yeah, I
People.
like rational explanations. Yeah.
On the other hand, you do something that is more abstract and open, that is art, right? So let's talk a bit about that. You mainly do paintings, really, right? Like your medium is oil and canvas.
No, it's not oil. It's acrylic, and I do very
Okay.
like abstract things.
All
Yeah.
right.
Not only abstract, but mostly I do abstract things.
And if somebody asks you about what does the picture, the painting mean, are you able to then also
No,
rationalize
that's very hard. I like for me it's hard to explain. That's what things means. I'm very more intuitive, and I like things which is hard. Like I cannot explain what I do because it's very just
So-
a moment.
Right. So that's like different from you explaining to a person why you left, right? Because there you like to have the rational explanations. You expect rational explanations.
No, I expect
Whereas
it.
in art, you leave it more open.
Yeah, no. In art is for me is like something like it's not my job to I think to explain. I just I like to explore. I like to just make like m- for me art is just something like I create. It's my feelings. And
Channel.
yeah, and it's just someone else could explain them how do they feel about them or they don't feel nothing or they just whatever.
So if somebody will try to give you an explanation about a painting you made, let's say, let's look around, let's imagine this
But
photograph was made
most
by
likely,
you.
even
Would
like
you-
when I go to galleries, I don't like to read any, like,
background stories.
background stories. I like to see in details a painting. I like to have my opinion. I know what I like about this painting, or I just walk away. I don't.
So what was
Concentrate.
the last time you saw something in a museum or gallery that you really liked or disliked? Do you remember?
The place where we went, it was a nice Swiss institute.
Oh, the Swiss Institute. Yeah, right,
But
correct.
who was the artist? I don't remember. But it was great.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you enjoyed that. That's fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
a big. I like it's like the scale. It's a huge scale, and the colors are very interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it had
Like-
similarities.
Light
as a
colors.
right?
Light colors.
And we walked in there just by chance, really, and turned out to be a good experience.
Mhm.
And
But sometimes you go to the gallery, especially for to see something, and it's nothing. Like last time I've been in Art Basel, and I saw some pieces, but most likely I don't like. Like it's very rare I like something, and it was just a situation when I actually liked the art. It's very
Okay.
not often.
right. Well, I had an interview guest 2 talks ago, Alexandra, and she was at the MoMA, and she said it was so difficult for her to, even though there were all these grand masters in there, and it's obviously you will be able to be pleased to see something nice. It was turned out to be very difficult for her finding something that she was really surprised and
No,
happy
but
about.
actually, like the thing is with these huge museums, it's so many stuff, so you can be frustrated by seeing it's too many. Like when I go to big places like that, I'm just like, it's just maybe too many things. Like, and if you can't concentrate, and
Exactly, that was kind of the conclusion we had as well. It's
Yeah.
like first and foremost, it overwhelmed,
Yeah,
big
overwhelmed.
expectations, and yeah, you keep just stuck in a big house, looking at something really nice, knowing that within the 3 floors above and below you there is equally good stuff, which is kind of rushing into appreciation of art. So, right, something like that. For you, maybe, do you ever think when you're in a MoMA, for example, well, this is exactly where my art should be hanging right now instead of
Or
this
no,
picture?
I would prefer my art. I can see my art in Deer Beacon. I like Deer Beacon. It's a space outside of New York. I like it's just very, I like it's not like museum. It's just a space, huge and very like open. And I like art there. And I think it's just MoMA is
Not MoMA, just put any like gallery. Look at a big, like let's say even a famous big like expensive painting. You sometimes just look at it and think for yourself, this is where my
No, I don't
stuff
think
should be
I don't think
instead of this.
and I don't think in that terms. I think in terms like right now it's like what I like and what I don't like, and I more concentrate in subject which I like, and I feel like I find more like on my way of finding my exact subject, and which
Can you name? Can you put the tag on that subject or
No, it's like
describe it a little bit?
like for me again, it's hard to make it.
But what is it not? Is it symmetrical
no,
lines,
it's-
geometric, or
It could be symmetrical lines, circles, and figures, and
do you have a
animals.
favorite color?
It's just for me. It's like it's about my feeling in the moment. I like that. Like I had that like moments when I'm creating that. For example, today I was cutting these magazine pieces and putting all together with that abstract painting, and I liked the color and movement, and I like put stuff together. That's also like a different type of things. And I also like the just to play with color.
Mhm.
So for me, the subject itself maybe not so matter. Sometimes I could be myself. I
Mhm.
could I feel like myself as an art also object.
Because when you create art, relief energy? Does it relax you, or does it
Yeah,
sometimes
lately.
also
Yes, lately.
make you
Lately.
nervous or
No,
angry?
no. Lately, actually, it's like I start feeling last maybe 2 months. I start feeling it's becoming like for me like kind of like a. Before it was different. Now I feel like it's kind of release.
Hmm.
Like when I'm doing it, I'm feeling better and I'm feeling like more like I don't know something. I'm
Taking weight of you, or right, like
no, it's just
no.
something like like I can take something from me and it's just kind of like a release. Yes,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
feel
no, that's
very.
right. I mean, as far as I remember, you went to art school in St. Petersburg, is that right? And the artists that I know that went to art schools, they got very like
I
frustrated
went I, I,
sometimes.
I
I think.
went to 3 schools and I never finished none of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about the finishing, but
Actually, it's like it was like starting and never finishing. But I mean,
yeah, I don't think I finished one school at least in my life. But yeah, it's not bad, right? That
a
just
lighter.
happens. Yeah, I have one. Yeah. But do you have a favorite color? Let me get to that question.
Color.
Red,
I think
green, blue,
no,
purple,
I think I like this like a very blurry gray.
dusty. Yeah.
I like kind of grayish colors, and I like pink, but also blurry. Not like what I would say like which color it could be. No,
Bright pink, something like
no, not bright pink. It's very like like
like rose.
dusty,
Oh, okay.
like not
Dusty pink. That's actually a
dusty
color.
pink. Yeah, dusty pink.
That's was a who did that? Which fashion designer did that? Dusty pink. I don't remember anymore. But that was a big thing at some point.
Oh, dusty pink is beautiful, especially
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, you're
grayish.
right.
I like also like the scratch walls. When the walls is like a scratched and something like coming out. That's kind of things I like mix
Right.
that type of stuff. I like the structures. No structures like things like I don't know, patterns with different type of I don't know how to explain it.
Right.
Just
You know Anselm Kiefer, that artist?
I don't know.
You know what? Just since we're doing that, or I'm doing that the first time, the live streaming, I'm just gonna go check the computer real quick if that is still on, if everything is still running. It looks like
It is.
yeah. That must probably look really strange me looking at the computer so big. But no, that's where everything is going. Nice experience, right? Just to
Yeah, very
go
nice. It's
live
my first
and be-
first interview in my life.
oh yeah.
It's funny actually.
And it's right on the spot. It's not like, oh, I can just say something and worst case, we can always edit it. It's just like, well, here it is, and there you go. And
Here you
there's
go.
not
Yeah.
much you can do about once it's out there. Do you use a lot of social media?
Oh, lately, yeah. Like maybe like before I delete all my followers, I had like maybe I don't know, sometimes 200, very 100 followers. I deleted all of them, and now I have new followers, and kind of like I like I feel like like I thought before Instagram doesn't matter, but I think Instagram is matter
Mm-hmm.
in a way like it's.
Do you like do you post your work, or
Yeah,
do you
now I just
post
start posting.
opinions as well?
No, I don't post any opinions. I think I just like now to post things which is I do.
And follow others, right?
Yeah.
You got a favorite person you follow?
Yeah, I find I wouldn't say names. I find very amazing artists.
Mhm.
It's very big inspiration. I
Mhm.
find very interesting photographers. Find very things which inspires me. I
Mhm.
think that I like to follow things which is what inspires me for better producing for better.
So you like to follow things. You also like to lead things sometimes. Or you
What does it lead? What
Lead
does it mean?
means you're the leader, like you're the boss, and the people do what you say
No,
instead
sometimes
of being told what you should.
no. I feel in myself that type of thing. Like I could lead. Like for me, I would like in my dreams I would actually make like a gallery for an artist which I like because I think I have amazing taste for art. Very
Okay.
unusual. So for me, I would
Right.
like to have that type of.
All right. So that is interesting. You think you have amazing taste for art, like compared to Who?
Compared to like in general taste,
What
my
is
taste,
general?
general taste in America,
Americans.
in America, in United States of
Yeah.
America.
There's still 300 million people.
No, but still, generally, what's in the galleries? Like I see because I not often, but I still working. I would do something.
Well, the question is more like what makes your taste better than.
No, I
other
wouldn't say it's
tastes.
better. I think my taste is not. It's not about better. I think
Well,
my
that's right,
taste.
because you say you think your taste is amazing, so I really wanted to know what makes that. Because amazing is better.
No.
right? It's not worse.
I think that it's unusual. It's not like I see things which most of people cannot see. I see like
For example,
I can walk and I see like I don't know how it is in English. Like you walk, you see the
Yeah,
floor,
yeah.
and in the floor something smashed or scratched. I took a photo of it
Yeah.
because I find it. For example, I last picture I did. I like this mirror. It's like I saw it in on the ground picture, and it immediately reminds me Miro. It's the artist which did abstract, and it's kind of things like can come to my mind when I see something just immediately in a second in the air.
But you're not the only one that is working with that technique.
No, I'm not the one who told you I'm the
On
one.
this note, I'm going to send a hello to Marcus in Switzerland, my mom's boyfriend, because he did a similar thing the other day. And it is interesting to. I mean, do you prefer to look at nature or at man-made things such as a pavement, for example?
No, but like nature, of course. First is nature. My first inspiration is nature. It's always going to be nature.
Going back to nature.
Always nature is like is a thing.
What's your favorite fruit? Just change of subject.
Oh, I like mango.
Oh yeah,
I
here
just
we
bought
go. Look at that. We got that.
it.
That was an easy answer. Yeah, you just got that before.
No. I like different type of fruits. Fruits are good, but mango is very.
I don't know how I came up with that question. It was just.
What's
a
your
brain-
favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit. Probably pineapple, actually.
Pineapple. I like pineapple too.
Or passion fruit, but only because of the name. It sounds so good, the passion fruit. Or the fruit from the tree that gives the fruit when you eat it, that gives you the wisdom between, what is it again, of knowledge between good and evil.
Oh, we're going to who? Who was describing that?
Genesis.
Nietzsche, not Nietzsche. Who's
It's
the?
called the Bible.
No. This guy with the philosophy, youth in philosophy. What's the guy who was like German guy who was not Nietzsche and our.
Well, actually, Kant did a whole essay about this Genesis story, which is amazing. It's one of the tabs that is open on my computer is that whole essay. But I mean, Bible, everything, everybody in philosophy kind of refers to some type of religious, biblical stuff. Are you religious at all?
I think
Or do you believe in a God? Do you
No,
follow
no.
religion? Do you
no,
follow
I believe in nature. For me, nature is God.
How did nature come to be?
What do you mean? Nature. I think nature is the God. It's like
Yeah, but how did it come to be nature? Why are we here? Why is nature here? Why are we able to observe nature?
Why we're able to observe nature?
Yeah.
Because
For example,
no,
did
no,
God
I feel-
create it? That's what.
no. I feel like it's some higher conscious create all what's
Okay.
exists in this world, and it's kind of this higher conscious create everything what's exists.
Okay.
It's like in a mirror. We are this consciousness mirror. So this conscious look at us and kind of projecting, thinking like, who is this?
So you could
consciousness?
call that God, right? If
I
you
mean,
would call that God,
yeah,
it
it could-
would be all right. Fine, that's God for me, right?
Yeah.
The creator
But-
of everything. Oh, I love that. So, but you're not religious at all, right? Did you grow up in a religious environment?
Oh, my grandmother was from both sides was very religious. She was sitting with this thing, like when you wear this thing and just all the time.
Oh yeah. Mhm. I don't know how you call it.
Every day.
The beats, right? Counting the
Yeah,
beats.
And I was
Counts.
a child. I was a child. I was just sitting and I was
Sure.
asking my grandma, "What you doing?" She's, I'm just like
Yeah.
It's kind of like meditation. She was doing.
My grandma did the same thing actually. yeah, Rosenkranz. I don't know how you call it in English, but yeah. And did that impress you?
Well, I liked both my grandmothers. I feel very connected
But
to
just
them.
this faith towards something that you couldn't see, observe personally, right? Because you say you like to observe things, but that's something you can
No, I
observe.
think they they made influence on me as like I am very you know yeah I of course I have something.
I mean, you wondered why would. So where I'm trying to go with this is like, as an artist, you look at things, as you say, like for example, you try to interpretate those, but it's things that you can experience with your senses, right? Somebody counting beats
Mhm.
for something that we probably agree is not observable with your senses is complete, it's like the exact opposite, right? It's like a belief that comes from inside rather than an observation from outside. Is that something you work on as well in your art, you think, or something that makes you think throughout the day? When you said about this higher consciousness that, could have been a creator.
um I don't know. I don't I think it's hard for me to explain. It's just
All right, well, we'll move on to something else. That's all good. Um, so I have this question, which I maybe have to describe a little bit. What's your most valuable or the best handshake that you had in your life? And by handshake, I mean like a person that you met, so to speak.
the best person I've met in my life.
So to speak, or right,
Okay, like I think that all people kind of like
or
I
impressive,
who
impressive
impressed me.
for you. Yeah, exactly. Maybe
Who
more like that.
impressive me, very who impressed me. Let me think. Who impressed me? Like impress.
Like a personal encounter, like for example, I'm with a couple of friends, and my friends meet some other people, and then there is somebody that I get introduced to or introduce myself, and then.
I think I didn't meet yet the person who is impressed.
But you have met people that impress you to a certain degree, right?
No, but I still didn't met someone who is impressed me. Like wow, that's like impressive. No, like in which terms we're talking about? In terms of
Anything.
art, in terms of like impress me like a human being,
Yeah,
impress me like a
anything. Like something that impressed you, a person that impressed you that you met personally.
who is impressed me.
Does New York impress you?
In New York, impressed me.
I mean, New York on its own is
Yeah.
inspiring to you.
Yes, it's inspiring place. That's why maybe I'm still here. Still
Yeah.
inspires me in some ways, bad or good.
Well, yeah. I mean, the United States in general, you travel a little bit sometimes, right? Like in America,
I travel in different places.
right? So you said you were from Russia. How do you feel about the current
Situation.
climate temperature between Russia and, or yeah, like the new opinion people have or have built towards Russia? Does that affect your daily life?
No, it doesn't affect me in my daily life because I don't barely talking with any Russian people in general. But or I just I mean I think this conflict is kind of deep in many levels, and um it's very fundamental, like not fundamental in a way of like changing world in some ways, and it's also conflict of um, I would say two different worlds, which is I like I'm trying to understand it.
Global tension that, yeah, it's just two big players that involves many people within.
Yeah, it's very easy to I think it's easy to take any side to put Ukrainian flag or Russian flag, or it doesn't change nothing. If I would say like
Yeah.
I'm for
So that's kind of what I think as well. Not that you say I don't talk about a lot with Russians. You think, let's say you meet somebody and they ask, "Oh, where you from?" and you say, "I'm from Russia." Does that kind of make you feel proud about yourself, or maybe you find it difficult that you have to tell them now that you're Russian because you know exactly what's coming?
no,
It's
but
coming.
I don't think people think about like in general if you're Russian you are like that or like that. No, I don't think that people relate to me like when they say oh Russian or whatever. No, I think it's just some people ask my opinion and again I'm
I mean, I fell into this trap right now. I came to that topic, and I mean, I don't know. I just wonder for myself as well, like, how would that feel? I live in, let's say, for example, Switzerland would be in a huge conflict with America, and I had to tell somebody, or I tell somebody I'm from Switzerland, then I already know because this is all over the news that they will come with that topic at me. I don't know if I would feel annoyed, if I would feel pleased, if I would feel controversial, if I would just like to, get around that subject altogether, or like,
you
what
know
does
it's
that
like
make you
it's
feel in that
this
way?
guy who like I'm very huge fan of this guy. um he was like in David Lynch movies. uh,
The older guy that you once showed me, I forgot.
well, yeah, it's old. He died already. It's like
Yeah,
so he was just
yeah, we
saying
forgot. We'll remember, and then I
like
will put it in the
yeah
description.
yeah.
So yeah, that
His
guy.
difficult name. I
Yeah.
always forget names. So he was actually saying in one of his interviews about like things that happen, like wars, Iraq, whatever he was
Mhm.
talking about. That it was like things that happen as they're meant to be, and people think when they can affect it, they can change it, they can do something.
Okay.
But no. He says like I don't want to be nihilistic or like whatever, but it's just things are happening as we are. It's like we cannot like
I mean, that's an interesting way of look at it. And I'm wondering, since you like that point of view, well, there's things we can't change, or we just can't change them, and we have to take them as they come. Do you think there's things we can change? Things that you can change, or, keyword free will?
Yeah, I think like sometimes I think it's everything but already written.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Deterministic, yeah.
No, I heard some type of this. Like we in charge, but not much. Like in some.
Okay, so there's a little bit of freedom, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
Margaret.
some things is like
Where do you think you have a choice to be free? What's a choice you can take?
I can have a choice. For example,
Make an example.
like I have a choice to when I see something like
Let's make it easier. When's the last time you think you took a choice that was free in your will?
Last time I had a choice like to like again it's like it's like I knew what I'm doing and I did that type of choice.
For example, what was it? Do you have an actual example? Like sitting here doing that interview? Was that free will?
Yeah, it's free. That's free will. Yeah, that's free will. Yeah, but it's yeah. You do bad choices or good choices, but that's maybe bad choices.
What is a bad choice? Is there an example for a bad choice?
Sometimes you like act in certain bad ways in for your better future. No, you making decision to act
Right.
like bad, like for your better future.
Which you can see later. If I didn't have taken that choice, it would be better now. How do you know though, right? Because you never experienced the alternative.
Yeah, but again, it's just it just things how we are.
Yeah, still very determined, so to speak. But it is. Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask me?
Ask you.
Oh, you can go through my question list, but you won't. We went through it more or less.
What's your favorite writer?
A favorite writer? That probably changed a little bit now. I mean, favorite book I read is pretty easy. That was
Yeah,
War and
favorite book.
Peace.
Why you like War and Peace? That's what I
Because
couldn't
it's
understand.
like such a, first and foremost, huge respect how a person can even write a construct like that. It's like somebody building a church on its own, right, so to speak. Like, how is it even possible to do that in a lifetime? And mind you, it's the only thing the person was doing all the time, Leo Tolstoy, so to speak. So that's one. And then it's just very like extremely colorful, right? Like it's so colorful, but not blurry, as you said before, like razor blade sharp, colorful, and surprising moments. It's such a nice journey to go through this book. And mind you, I was locked down while I was reading that, and for me, being incarcerated, right, it was breaking free from a situation where, so to speak,
Yeah.
I wasn't physically free, and that just added a whole other dimension to that. So that would be that. But I just really do like read philosophical things as well for school. Do you have a favorite book then?
Herman Hesse.
Oh, Herman Hesse. Okay, I like that one too. Which one? Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
By any chance? Yeah, very nice.
Steppenwolf is just a story of
Harry.
Harry becoming like a.
You feel like a Steppenwolf sometimes?
I
yourself?
feel like it's a very. I feel like Steppenwolf.
What is a Steppenwolf in your eyes? It can be defined.
It's like like you like how I understand that story is like you like all this fight with your animal nature, right?
For example.
And when you just kind of fighting it in a way, maybe kind of. I think at the end of the story, he just stopped fighting it. He's just like he was just kind of holding on something. Then he just kind of stopped holding.
I mean, again, it probably can be interpreted in many ways, but could be also looked at as somebody that is, because the character actually does not exist. It's a fictional character, but somebody that feels like, or maybe doesn't even feel like, it's an observation
Well,
from outside.
Harry Dean Stanton, that's who I love. Harry Dean Stanton. It's the guy who was in the Devon Ditch voice. Harry Dean Stanton.
There you go.
That's what the guy who told like I watch. He's amazing person.
Okay.
His interview is just something else. Explanation of the world, how everything is. It's just exactly how I really think. It's just he explains it as exactly how I would just explain it.
Okay, well, we're definitely going to link that for everybody that can't wait to know how everything is. We have this recipe.
Harry Dean is just for me, like, especially he sing one song about frog. I remember he was just singing this song about frog. I was like, I like it.
Okay, great. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, because we're getting close to a mark where we want to close in a little bit. It's nice talking to you anyway. We can repeat that at some point, just go live and talk nonsense. And even though nobody's ever going to watch this, we still think we're like on the spot.
Yeah, but actually,
it's good for us.
No, but that's how universe work. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know. You can't predict the future.
Like, just say before that everything was written.
Everything was written, but the thing is, you don't know what's written.
Until you rewrite it.
No, come on. You don't know what's exactly what's written.
I didn't say that.
How do you know who, like someone read the story?
But you still
know
said
what's
it
tomorrow.
feels
What's
like
tomorrow?
We don't, but it might be. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. So it kind of leads exactly into a question I was going to ask you. What you're planning to do in the near future? What's happening next in Julia's life?
Next month, I can't. I don't plan my future. I'm just move around. I don't.
Any idea like what you gonna? Anything like futuristic that you want to say, like that's what's going to happen?
I would say I can say something like I would want to, but it just like
Yeah, you can.
what
You don't
I would want in the
Yeah.
future.
Or like you want to continue doing a lot of paintings?
No,
you
I would just have exhibition. I would have some
Oh, cool.
exhibition in some nice gallery somewhere. I don't know where, even where.
What is a nice gallery, for example?
Just I like imagine in my imagination it's something like big and yeah, just a big space.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a large space, so you can get lost more into the art instead of the space.
No, but I prefer to be by myself then.
Right,
No,
of course,
no,
but
no,
still,
no.
like you need a lot of space. So
Yeah. Because I had once exhibition
Oh no, we still on.
with a lot of different artists. I didn't like it, and
Right.
it's not my thing. I
Now
have
you
to
want a
be by
solo show? Let's get you a solo show. All the creators out there, get a solo. Hey, there you go. Make a little advertising.
No, it's gonna
here.
happen. It's gonna happen one day. Again, we never know.
Mhm.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's something that you wish for in the future. Maybe even see yourself in the future. That's great. So you're going to be continuing on your art. For
Yeah,
sure,
that's the only thing I know how to do.
Right.
And nothing else. It's just I actually not much. I like the music.
Oh, you like music? Give me a favorite music. Like, what's your,
I like
like
Acid
anything nice
Acid
lately?
Paul, yeah.
Acid Paul, you like? Yeah, we know you love it. Oh,
Acid
he's
Paul,
great.
I like the
You got into Falco today. And Austria.
Falco is now is my Hubert Kach. Hubert Kach is my
Hubert
hero.
Kach, oh, wow.
I like Hubert Kach. I listen to Hubert Kach. Like a lot of things, but Hubert Kach is good, I think.
Oh, great. Well, we learned a lot about you. We learned a lot about the way you see the world, which is great. It's always nice to hear everybody, and then
I think you're a great interviewer.
helps you.
You're just like a very,
You prefer me when the camera is on than off. I start being that way.
Yeah, when camera is off,
It's
I'm
like,
gonna beat you up.
no, it's fine. Yeah, oh no. Well, then let's get that camera off soon. No, okay. So you know how it goes. I don't know who's going to be my next interview guest, but you are now permitted as my last question to formulate the first question.
So what's gonna be next question
Yeah.
for the next person?
What is the first question I'm going to have to ask the next person? Just like I had to do today. You can put me on the spot too.
What do you see on the mirror? When you look at the mirror, what do you see?
Beautiful. Oh my God, that's such a good question. You gave me such a good question. I give you a bonus question on top of that. Usually it's supposed to be finished now, but there's a bonus question. And I have to go grab something in the meantime. And you can think about it for like 10 seconds. Give me a number between 1 and 200.
1 and 200.
Do you have it?
Let's say 37.
37. Really? 37? That's my favorite number. That's a good one. Interesting you said that. So let's see. I have this Scientology questionnaire, and we go to 37. Do you consider there are other people who are definitely unfriendly toward you and work against you
Wow, it's a
on
lot.
purpose?
Yeah. That's for sure. I think.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Well,
there's
it's just a yes or
tons
no.
of people like who sees on me darkness. Tons of.
No, that are offer like towards you, like sabotage you almost,
Yes,
right?
yes, I have.
Like I would say, like, well, I really do not like Julia at all.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
I go to her house and make a prank or something. So you have people. That's
Yeah.
the answer to that.
Yeah.
And this being said, Julia, thank you. I give a hug at the end, like
Oh.
we always do. And we're gonna clap this off here. That was a nice experience. I have to go. Bye bye. And thanks for watching. See you next